In 1886, two prospectors found evidence of gold on the farm Lanseria in what is now known as Gauteng. This mineral deposit turned out to be historical in size. In a matter of months, this amazing site was named Johannesburg. And so began the remarkable story of a city that was built for one purpose only, and that purpose is business. Because of this single-minded devotion to business, Johannesburg is the business center of Africa. Today, Johannesburg is a bustling metropolis of over 4 million industrious people who have been putting effective business deals together in their neighborhood, their country, their region, their continent, and in the world at large for just over 120 years. OR Tambo International Airport, the busiest in Africa, is presently undergoing extensive renovations which will dramatically increase capacity and flow. The airport services 58 international airlines. The airport is served by several excellent car rental companies, including the world-famous names. Most businesses and hotels are positioned to the north of the city, giving easy access to the airports, freeways and other transport systems. The city is served by a well-developed roads and transport system that is on par with the best in the world. The Gau train, linking Johannesburg businesses with the airport and Pretoria, is in the process of construction. Other connections to the city and its precincts consist of buses to several city terminals, hotel shuttles and taxis. Johannesburg is truly a city built for business. Dating from November 1887, the Johannesburg Securities Exchange is one of the world's busiest. Originally a focus for commodities trading, including precious metals and minerals, it now boasts listings for over 800 enterprises representing interests of over 5.6 billion rand, close to $1 billion. 75% of South Africa's corporate businesses have their headquarters in Johannesburg. The dynamic of Johannesburg has provoked such widespread attention that it is now the focus of numerous international conferences, seminars and events, large and small. Recent important events include the International Summit for Sustainable Development, the 18th World Petroleum Congress and Cricket's World Cup, as well as the 2020 cricket tournament. If you want to have your conference or event in Johannesburg, you have a wide choice of venues. Midrand's Conference Center is capable of hosting up to 12,000 delegates in 28,000 square meters of indoor space. In Sandton, a convention center is conveniently situated near Joburg's business core. The center boasts the latest state-of-the-art facilities, offering infrared simultaneous translation systems, ISDN, Wi-Fi, as well as satellite broadcasting and conferencing facilities. Smaller events are efficiently accommodated at medium-sized venues such as the one near Fourways. The trendy area of Melrose has smaller, intimate venues where exclusivity rubs shoulders with an attention to detail. All events and events management facilities are catered to an extremely high standard. Joburg plays host to a choice of exhibition spaces. The most famous of these are located to the south of the city. This locale not only offers a variety of exhibition space, but also hosts Johannesburg's famous Rand Show. Johannesburg has also become an essential concert destination for many of the world's leading performers, and big events are staged at North Riding, which sits astride the city's western suburbs, or at one of the city's many stadiums. Both South African and international acts grace the stages. Johannesburg, a city built for business. Greater Johannesburg lies at the center of one of the world's biggest man-made forests. In fact, satellites passing overhead regularly mistake Johannesburg for a rainforest. It is increasingly being referred to as the city in the forest. As in any other city, hotels range from slick and sophisticated to reasonable and acceptable both in quality and price. The big international names are present, together with a very interesting representation of the locals' favorite hotel chains. Perhaps the best news of all is that Johannesburg has been ranked as one of the least expensive major cities in the world. The typical Johannesburg hotelier's philosophy is that business is best conducted by people who are well rested and have enjoyed tranquil surroundings. With Johannesburg's access to excellent cuisine and fresh food, the culinary experience is one that business people talk about for a long time, and those who prefer smaller boutique hotels have an increasingly wide choice, each offering the kind of service that the discerning businessman will appreciate. Like many a modern metropolis, Joburg is a city of malls, and several of them house up to 200 shops, ranging from the latest international fashion trends to small enterprises dealing in indigenous art and crafts. Modern art and trend-setting photography is on display at numerous galleries, including Museum Africa and the Johannesburg Art Gallery, and the Apartheid Museum reminds us of an era that should never be forgotten. And of course, no trip to Johannesburg is complete without a visit to the fabled townships Soweto and Alexandra. The rhythms and sounds of township blues, Kwela, Isicathamiya, Mpaqanga, and Kwaito infects visitors and Joburgers alike. Also in Soweto, we find the Hector Peterson Museum and other political museums dedicated to the struggle. Here we find the heartbeat of the new African spirit, proud, individual, reveling in the music of life, in tradition and the spirit of togetherness. Johannesburg lies plumb in the center of the country, no more than an hour's flight from the rest of it, and those who seek relief from the relentless heat of the Johannesburg business climate will be pleased to find themselves within easy reach of some of the world's largest and most spectacular game reserves, wine routes, and beautiful beaches. Johannesburg's nightlife is famous for its intensity and choices. Blowing off steam after a hard day's work is a national sport done in style at a wide variety of venues all over the city, from the south to the north. Whatever your tastes, it will be satisfied here. Johannesburg is now busy preparing its warmest welcome ever for the hundreds of thousands of visitors expected when South Africa hosts FIFA's Soccer World Cup in 2010. Grounds are being upgraded, new facilities are being built. South Africans have their own special brand of craziness when it comes to soccer, and Joburg will be the hub of this spectacular event, hosting the opening ceremony, a number of key matches, and the final. Soccer's World Cup final will be played at the Soccer City ground, now being upgraded to seat 80,000, the biggest facility on the continent. Not since Rugby's World Cup of 1995 has there been such excitement. This is a fun city, a young city. It is vibrant, it is booming, filled with optimism and hope, energized and determined to make the business of enjoying life and the life of enjoying business an exceptionally profitable experience for all concerned. That means you.
Gauteng,